I'd like to tell you a story about John and a few of his friends. John, a business professional, had spent 4 years building his business and customer client base to the point where he, his wife, and children were enjoying a comfortable lifestyle. From the beginning, John realized he needed to market in order to grow his business. He had invested consistently in newspaper, radio, the Yellow Pages, and local publications to build his brand and his customer base. Along with paid advertising, John was also proficient in attending business mixers at the Chamber of Commerce, joining associations and civic groups that brought him in contact with potential clients, and reaching out to his audience on a regular basis. Just about a year ago, John noticed that his business growth had not only leveled off, but had begun to decline. His competition was closing the gap by enticing some of his customer base to leave him and to join them. Worried, he sat down with some of his business buddies for coffee so he could ask for advice. What he quickly discovered was that many of them were experiencing the same situation. Some were feeling the effects of competition, while others attributed their decline in business to the pinch of the economy. John was discouraged that no one seemed to have answers, but then Jake spoke up. Jake told the group that his business had grown about 20% during the past year, and he was still seeing new customers regularly visiting his business. Of course, the entire group wanted to know how he did it. This is what he told them. I found about a year ago that most of my ads were producing less in the way of new business. I discovered that newspaper distribution had fallen off significantly, and so were my leads, Jake explained. My Yellow Page ads, which cost a small fortune, were not producing enough to pay for the ad space. These had always been my go-to media, Jake continued. The newspaper and Yellow Pages were over 60% of my ad budget, and the drop-off in business didn't warrant continuing to invest money in them. But I had no idea where to go next. As Jake looked around, he noted the puzzled expressions on his buddies' faces. When my son Brett was home for a visit, I asked him for his thoughts on the matter. Brett is a junior in college majoring in accounting, and I thought he might have heard of some new approaches in marketing. I was totally surprised with his answer, Jake said. He told me that many businesses have been moving a large share of their marketing budget over to the internet. I've heard about internet marketing before, I told my son, but to advertise online, it seems you needed a programmer to create a $5,000 website, and then others to design and place ads for your business. Brett went on to tell his dad that advertising, especially local business advertising on the internet, had changed dramatically over the past 2 years, and in some cases, no longer required a large investment in time and money. The improvements in online technology, Brett said, have led to simpler programs that allow individuals without coding experience to create websites and set up state-of-the-art marketing programs. What really made the whole premise of online marketing take off, Brett continued, was when technology got so good that experienced marketers didn't need to write code. They could more easily produce websites, social media pages, and graphics to succeed in the internet arena. They could use their marketing experience to produce a total internet marketing system for themselves. So I asked my son if he could help me, said Jake, and his reply was, "Someday, maybe, Dad, but there's a whole lot more you have to understand than just how to build a website." Brett went on to explain that Google, the world's largest browser, has become the online Yellow Pages for local, national, and international business. In fact, people searching for a local business are 30 times more likely to search on Google than they are to use the Yellow Pages. And since smartphones have become so popular, 60% of people looking for a local business use their phones to find a company and then use their smartphones to get directions to that business. From what our instructors are telling us, said Brett, large companies are hiring programmers, social media experts, internet advertising personnel, and marketing directors to coordinate it all. It's amazing the resources they're pouring into entering the internet marketing arena. Well, that may work for them, Jake said to his son, but I'm not capable of hiring a team of people like that. It would bankrupt me. I don't think you have to do all that, Brett responded. I just got a blog today from a buddy who's really into learning how to market online, so when he graduates and goes into business with his dad, he'll feel prepared. He sent me a blog written by a business consultant named Mike Sparrow, who talks about a total internet marketing system, or TIMS. I'll show you the blog later, Brett continued, but in a nutshell, he talks about all the benefits any business or professional can enjoy if they incorporate internet marketing into their business. He makes a strong point that when combined with other media, internet marketing becomes a powerful addition to a company's total marketing toolbox. Later that day, Jake says, Brett showed me the blog his buddy sent him. After I read it, I was encouraged to see if being an internet marketer would work for my business. At the end of the blog, Mike Sparrow offers to do a free evaluation of a company's marketing outreach and an in-depth evaluation of their current internet footprint. The evaluation turned out to be an eye-opener, Jake exclaimed. The results are so promising that we're now working with Mike to help us get prepared for a new phase of growth in our business. Each of Mike's stated goals for our company are intended to put us on the first page of Google's search results in our local marketplace. When he's done, we'll have successfully installed TIMS, Jake went on. We'll have a new website, blogging ability, a strong social media presence on Facebook and YouTube, and it all funnels into using the right media to reach the right audience with the right message. How can I connect with Mike Sparrow to get a free evaluation? John asks. This might just be the ticket to a new era of growth for my business. I'll write down his contact information for you, Jake said.